action down there. This is another 1 hour stream attempt, so fairly short stream as far as my usual streams go, which are usually about 2,500 hours each. Alright, FYI, I have the chat open. Now, where did all those... There. What do we have there? A low-level dogfight. I guess I'll jump right. Is it plane up? Or is it flat? I'll check that out. Looks like I nearly ripped the wings off just in that turn. Alright. I see nothing up there. There's something. Shoot, that's the enemy side of the line, so there's something up there, but it's one of our... Let the discombobulated wild goose chase begin. Temperature's good. Speed's incredibly slow. Up there. Flag. Mind you, this is the enemy side of the line. That dogfight that was down there, it seems to have died off. Well, I just got flak and tracer and that's it so far. We are pretty damn close to Cappy Airfield. I'll be the subject of flak too. There's Cappy Airfield. What do you see there? Looks in. Anyone around there? There are 20 players on the server at the moment. I believe I'm in the tail end of the flying Circus Thursday, or maybe in between the two time zones that it operates at, something like that. What do we got there? That's my shadow. I think that's my shadow. I can tell now that I turn. Where's the shadow going? It's yeah, it's not my shadow. It's someone else's. But where? Where? Lift up the nose a bit and just keep following this shadow so I can see the freaking shadow. I just can't see the goddamn aircraft that it's attached to. Where's the sun coming from? Where's the sun coming from? That looks like my shadow. Sun's there. So the shadow would be projected by the sun. I don't know where the shadow. There's a plane. There is a plane. Looks like a Pfalz. I'm in perfect striking distance. It's a bit close to the ground though. Guns are cocked. There's the Pfalz. I want to be able to pull up in time though. Going a wee bit fast, let's just try this. That is it. That's how you do it. Is it not? He's shooting. Shit. Right. Lift the nose, I think. Lift the nose, lift the nose. Get above so he can't shoot. Alright, that seems to have worked. I had enough energy to escape. I just keep climbing. Never really tried this before, this boom and zoom. So it's probably the way to go. There he goes down there. I could get him again, but what about anyone else in the area? That's the thing to watch out for. I've pretty much hit him. It's just about escaping now. Was that him or was that someone else? He's gone anyway, look at that. He's gone. If it's an albatross, it can also have a roof gun. Something to be aware of. He's either leaking fuel or coolant. My temperature's good. How's my plane looking? The mix just leaned out, so that's either smoke or it's smoke. Could be smoke. Shit. Temperature's good. Isn't that interesting? I saw the shadow and followed that and then found the plane. Got a pretty decent altitude again. I think that's how you do it with the SE5, just like a Spad. You just keep your energy going. And with a bit of luck, you'll be alright. After the zoom, you have to really try and climb and climb and climb and climb and climb so that you're so high that they can't lift the nose to shoot you. There's another plane, I think. Flak. How's my plane going? Yeah, it's belching a lot of... I don't know, I think that's normal actually for such a slow, high intensity climb. Temperature's fine. I had to watch out. If I dived on that Pfalz again, another aircraft could have come in and got me. Is the thing. So, g'day, Will. Oh. Flak. So that was interesting. That was a boom and zoom attempt, and it was pretty damn successful. Only thing really is I could have done it. I could have focused on climbing a bit better afterwards to get away from the bullets. There's two ways you can get away from bullets. You can be beyond 500 meters pretty much, or you can be higher than they can lift their nose, but directly above them. So when you're boom and zooming like that, I think the emphasis should not be on escaping horizontally, but escaping vertically. Escape their ability to put a gun sight on you by being above their ability to lift their nose. I've been boom and zoomed by Spads before when I was flying I don't know what I was flying, albatross I think, and I was able to lift my nose and shoot at them and get hits on them even though they'd boom and zoom me. And so that's the danger when you're boom zooming. I think the best way to get away from it is to just be really high energy when you go in, so that you can zoom out of there really effectively, and then go as high as you can, like go for your best rate of climb, whatever that is at high speed to get out of there. That is a recon aircraft. It's probably AI. It's over my lines. Yes, I'm going to shoot it. So I've got nothing better to do. Might not be AI, but most guns are cocked. It's manoeuvring. Maybe it's not AI. AI just flies straight and left. There he is. It's got to be hard. How's my temperature? Now, I might as well, if he doesn't manoeuvre, I'll just sit beneath him and shoot him with my overwing Lewis, but I think as soon as I start shooting, he's going to manoeuvre. Unless I can sneak up on him. He's above me, even though I'm pretty damn high. He's manoeuvring. What is he? He's assault with Camille. It's assault with Camille. Why are you getting shot at by flak, Camel? Camel cigarettes. Now there's a brand of Camel. There's a brand of cigarettes. Camel cigarette. Pretty decent aircraft too, the Camel. It's pretty fast and it's manoeuvrable, and it has some guns on. Suddenly we have an impromptu formation with a Camel. Awesome. You lucky Camel, I was gonna shoot you down. I was gonna shoot you down. Funny thing is, I think I saw. I was convinced he was a high altitude recon, a Halberstadt. What is that? What is that? That's an aircraft. That's an aircraft. That's an aircraft. I have to go there. Camel, don't crash into me. There we go. Camel, follow me. Let's get that. What is that? He's manoeuvring around like crazy now. I have some altitude on. If I can keep him in sight, so much the better. Well, that's going to be necessary for anything to go further. There's probably more than one aircraft there as I get there. Again, if possible, I'll try to. So this guy probably knows I'm here. He seems to be moving very tactically. What is he? I think he's a D7. What have we got? What have we got? I'm thinking Bristol F2, I'm thinking Dol. I'm thinking Albatross. Albatross, that's an Albatross. Quite low down compared to me. I'll try and boom zoom him when he calms down. I can't hit him if he's going to be turning and turning when I go in for the... I need to be very fast as well. He's going fast, I need to be fast. Probably about now. He's over capping. He's at high altitude over capping. Guns got definitely now. That was a shit fight. Up I go. Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? That was terrible. And one of the guns failed at the same. One of the freaking guns failed. So I had half effectiveness, and the bloody aircraft decided to just do whatever. So I'm over capping, getting hit by flak. Do I want to continue? Bunch of planes down there. They know I'm here, so there's no element of surprise. Now I'm getting shot at by flak. So you go figure. that flak is shooting at. Oh man, I'm gonna get hit by flak if I don't watch out. Lost a lot of altitude in that. Because he pretty much knew I was there, I should have opened fire a lot sooner. Maybe, I don't know. I should have kept the power on so that I could close the distance quicker. That would have been better. There we go. Something there, 2 aircraft. They're descending like crazy. One of them's going down. He's parachuted. Alright, so there's a shadow. There is a shadow. I think I see the dot of the plane. The shadow is much more visible than the plane. Change direction. I literally let go just then. 2 aircraft on the ground. I think they were both out. Of course, I steered clear of the flak, so that's good. I didn't get hit by the flak. Something. Quite a commanding hit. Looking for gunfire, anything. There is some flak over there, but it's pretty inconclusive. Looking for a plane that doesn't know I'm there particularly. You want to ambush it. If they know that you're there, it's a lot harder. probably the most vulnerable planes are the ones that are fixated. They're heading, there's firing going on in the distance, and there's a plane that's heading to the firing. It's fixated on the firing. It's trying to figure out what's going on there, and you see it and you hit it while it's looking at the furball. That's probably the most. That's probably the best type. Because it's not even manoeuvring, it's just flying straight and level, and it's not bothering to look around, it's just looking straight ahead. Very high now. Temperature good, as usual. Just looking for that trace. Literally in bird of prey. Oh hey, we got an enemy. Shit. Where did he come from? Where did he come from? Holy shit. Yes, Spatty. Yes, yes. Fucking gun failed at that time. Fuck! Fucking bullshit. Had that DR1 lined up nice and then it failed. Arrgh! gets a collision just as I was about to finish off the DR1. Man, I tell you what, the guns in this plane are fucking ridiculous. The amount of times you line up something perfectly, press the trigger and nothing, even though you've just cocked it 5 seconds before the combat begins, and you've got plenty of ammo, it just decides to stop. What can you do then? I guess, sorry about the swearing. I guess what you got to do is you got to just instantly recock. That's what you got to do. But by then you've lost the shot. But yeah, you've got to recock. You also don't know which gun has failed, and you know that one's shooting. So if you take your thumb off of the shoot button for one of the guns, I better get some altitude. I better get out of here. I better get out of here. We got to stop analysing the gun. Literally in real life, soldiers would have nightmares about one thing and one thing only. Can you think what it might be? It's fucking guns failing in combat. It's stoppages and blockages and guns stopping. You go to pull the trigger and it doesn't work. That's a kind of a PTSD nightmare that soldiers would have nightmares about their guns stopping working in combat. So one of the things that they would do is they'd carry a bunch of different guns, and they'd get good at fixing a jammed gun in combat. So that's what I have to do. I have to get good at fixing a jammed gun in combat. So I know that I've got the cocking button right here. To activate it, I have to take my thumb off of one of the shoot buttons. I've got two triggers basically. That trigger, I got that trigger, and then I've got the trigger for the top gun, which is not working. There we go. Trigger, and then both at the same time. And then I've got the recocking button here, which takes my thumb away from the top gun. It's usually the top gun that fails. So, all right, my drill in combat is if any of the guns fail, I'll just cock the gun and I'll just keep firing. I'll just keep aiming and pulling the trigger. It's the only thing I can do. It's true that these old guns in planes probably would potentially, not all of the models, but maybe some of them would jam if they didn't like the G-force they were under while the trigger was pulled. If they were too cold before the shooting started, if the gun was cold, it might not work as expected. Like really cold, like freezing. It goes without saying these guns would be maintained to the nth degree. They'd be serviced and everything, so that wouldn't be the cause of the stoppage. It'd be something to do with the environmental factors like the cold or G-force. I'm shot up pretty bad up there. I think I'm going to RT. Try and cool myself down after that Captain Haddock outburst. Python. There we go, it's an airfield. Should I land there? I took off from Villers-Bretonneux down there. Maybe I should go back there. It's not too far. Otherwise I think it's considered a forced landing or an outlanding or something. G'day Curtis, yeah, never better, cheers. Yeah man, that's a Lewis gun is a good gun. If you Lewis gun is a good machine gun. If you look at similar guns of that era, around the start of World War I, that were on offer by other countries' militaries, like, I don't know, French, Belgian, Russian. What is Lewis gun? It's British. So all of these kinds of things, like the Lewis gun has a objectively better design than a lot of those guns. I'm not necessarily saying those countries' guns. There's videos on YouTube that compare guns of this era. I can't remember the YouTube channel, but it's a test that Ian from Forgotten Weapons did with a couple that do these kinds of videos, and it was really good. And it showed that the Lewis was objectively, it was just really a lot better than a lot of the equivalent machine guns at the time. So it's not a bad gun. It's not a bad gun at all in trench warfare. But when you mount it on a plane, I wonder what effect that had. Alright, there's Bueller's Breton. In that previous engagement with the DR, I probably should not have bothered lifting the Lewis. I should have just kept them both facing full, and then just kept doing high-speed passing. Probably would have finished them off like that. And there was a Spad there that got shot down, I think, during that whole process. And I could have avoided that Spad from getting shot down if I had been quicker with shooting down that DR. So I think the lesson is guns facing forward most of the time, especially when you, I don't know. So many factors to consider. I was also at one point shooting upwards and shooting forwards using the different guns, but not very effectively. Bad ammo causing jams? I wouldn't have thought so. I thought they'd be pretty schmicko with their quality control and everything, but maybe. I better taxi right up there in case it's an outlanding. Don't want to get uncredited for the successful RTB. Hello, hello. It's a Leyland truck. Alright. Two planes, huh? Not. Yeah, that cloth belt feed system looks pretty dodgy. I wouldn't rely on that too. Maybe it was good, who knows? But it wasn't good enough for them to carry it forward into the future. Gonna fly for another 25 minutes. May as well continue on here, or should I fly the Mustang? I might try and fly the Mustang for what it's worth. Actually, no, I don't want to fly in the Kuban region in a Mustang. Alright, so back to Flying Circus we go. Just pick up where we left off in the SE5. Disintegrating belt, that's... The problem here is that the air start only has the Dolphin, and I like the Dolphin, except looking forward through the propeller is very choppy. Like, the graphic is very unsatisfactory, so I'm not going to fly it. I have to fly from here, I guess. 9 versus 11. Huh, you got a choice of Bristol F2, Bristol F2, or Bristol F2. Note, I landed at Villers-Bretonneux, it's no longer available. Going for the fearsome crocodile. Put fear into the heart's den. Guns in the cockpit side so the pilots could reach them. Yeah, that makes sense. Alright, so yeah, if the gun fails, if any of the guns fail in combat, it's not a perfect solution, but I'll just recock the guns once and then just keep firing and just keep flying as though it hadn't failed. I think per magazine you're going to get about 3 stoppages, so it's something that you have to be prepared for in some way, shape or form. It has to be, the mindset has to be business as usual. Oh yeah, the Lewis has failed again. Alright, just press the recock button and away you go. Because if you get discombobulated in combat, then you lose situational awareness, and so there's a compounding factor there. But it's all it is recock. Just press the recock button and away you go. And trust me, you're going to get, between these two guns, you're going to get like 4 or 5 stoppages per run of magazine, or per belt, or whatever this one fires. This one looks to be water cooled. It seems to have a hose here going into here, and it seems to have a jacket, not a perforated air jacket, but an actual water jacket. And apparently these trench guns with the jacket, they had a pretty slow rate of fire, and they were water cooled. And apparently, this is what I read in a book, apparently they could, I don't know if this is an exaggeration, apparently with a bit of water and with enough ammo they could just keep firing all day, all day, all day, like they wouldn't. Essentially the rate of fire was, what I'm trying to say is the rate of fire was low enough, and provided that you had enough fresh water coming through the jacket, you could fire the gun all day without it overheating. So ideal trench defence guns that you could participate in a battle, assuming you survived that long, for maybe 8 hours, and just keep firing the machine gun pretty much continuously. Not so good for mounting on a plane though, because you've got the extra weight of the water system, the cooling system. And it's not just the water in the jacket, there's also, at the end of that hose, there's a, I don't know, probably a 2 or 3 gallon tub that can, like a tin, like a jerry can that contains water. So it's a pretty big apparatus. You can just see the front coming into view now. It's a pretty long flight. One good thing about one good thing about operating guns like this that are more or less exposed to the slipstream is that they're going to get some natural cooling effect from the air, very effective. Alright, so here's the front. Players, 10 versus 10. Temperature good. Everything seems to be good. Just got to get in there and find some action. Approximately 15 minutes left in the stream, just a little bit more than that. So in addition to finding action, we're racing the clock. When I had, if you missed it earlier, I had my best kill ever in the SE5a, which was a diving attack on an albatross. The albatross didn't know I was there, so it was a perfect ambush. I got really good hits on him. The guns, I don't think they failed. and then I pulled up pretty steeply,